What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've got another subscriber requested course today. Today we are at Forest Hills Country Club in Richmond, Indiana, by courtesy of the YouTuber by the name of Mark Stevens. So shout out to you. I believe this is the second course you've recommended or suggested, whatever you want to call it, requested. So I appreciate it. If any of you out there that are watching this, let me know in the comments what course you'd like to see me play. And I have a list going that I just keep, as I see the comments, adding to the list. We're gonna get started as always. Got the Garmin Approach R10 behind me, Country Club Elite mat, some 10x7 nets, and Home Tee Hero running on the screen. Right before this, I'm not sure how soon these videos are gonna come out or how close to each other, but I'm filming this right after I just did the St. Andrews Random Club Challenge, so I already know my swing for some of these holes and some of these shots is gonna be wonky after trying to basically, as you guys can see, it's actually still here, that wheel. I would spin the wheel, pick a club, and then hit whatever showed up. So luckily, don't have to mess with that. I might even go over there out of habit just from the 18 holes I just played, but it's gonna be nice to be able to tee up when I want to, a driver, and then actually hit the right clubs. So we're gonna get started. First hole here, 360 par 4. We're gonna aim down 17 yards, which is nice. We're gonna aim right about there. So right there is about 290, 289, so that's going to play 20 yards shorter than that. So hopefully only hit driver one time across that 18 holes at St. Andrews. So who knows what's going to happen with this. Started right. Hopefully it comes back and doesn't catch those trees. Alright, we will take that all day long. 301, but we were hitting down 20 yards, so that was really like 280, but still. 60 yards left. I keep even wanting to, I'm gonna grab some Gatorade, but I keep wanting to, I go and look at the yardage and then turn back around and go spin that stupid wheel. $60 yards. I'm gonna go 52 degree. Popped it up a little bit. That might be the front side of the green, or long, or off the back. Yikes. That's kind of what I was talking about with some of these touch shots. For across those 18 holes, I was hitting like 5-6 iron hybrids, 3 woods around the green, so some of these touch wedge shots might not be great. Bogey to start it off. Second hole, par 4. I actually think, so I kind of had the suspicion before. I didn't know for sure. When my buddies come over, I have profiles for them, and I kind of had the suspicion before, but I think it is true. Garmin takes into account, so like with this HRG profile, because I just hit like 50-yard tee shots before with that random club challenge, it's pulling me back a good like 20 yards as the stock tee shot now. So it's basically taking into account your history of all your past shots and then kind of suggesting a distance and a line that you should take. Kind of cool, I guess. Ideally, we want to get it up to where it's putting us 275 plus right down the middle out there. That means we're doing a lot of that off the tee. Well, didn't even make it to the net. I believe that's where the ball hit. That's not going to be a fun shot to rewatch. So it's putting us 142. We got this bush. That's probably all we should do. We can, I guess there's a potential we could play it up to the left, but then we're going to mess with the trees again. So 163 right there, plus 10% is going to be 16, 17 yards. So 173, 180. I'm gonna go 7 iron and just lay up, unfortunately. If you guys didn't already see that video, I'll probably mention it a few times because it's fresh in my mind, but you guys have to go check it out. Luckily, I'm thinking there's trees here Luckily with that link style at St. Andrews, there weren't a whole lot of trees to get in trouble with, so probably in hindsight a decent course to pick for the first random club challenge course. Started left, but I hit it decent. I think we caught at least one of those, if not 2 or 3 of those trees. This might be a rough score. So we're right behind this other tree. So no matter what I do here, it's just gonna pop. I think it's gonna hit the base of the tree and just go one way or the other. So 153 up 4, 157 plus call it 15. So 167. I need like 175. I'm just gonna rip an 8 iron, but it's very high chance it just bounces right off the base of this tree here no matter what I do. Yep. Not the start we were looking for. Now we got trees to mess with again. We're going that way. At this point, we're already hitting 4. 125 to there, up 3, so 128. And then we'll call it 13 yards because we're in the rough, so 138. 141. I'm gonna go a little choke down, slightly flighted lower 9 iron and see what happens. Hopefully it just gets through these trees. Didn't get all of it, but I guess we're back in play. Alright, 19 yards up once, we got 20. Gonna go 60 degree. That's not great. I think it'll be on the green, but yikes. Alright, we're gonna need some birdies here to make up for that one. Third hole, par 4. Yeah, we're going there. But this is a short par 4. Can we go? We're gonna try that line. At this point, we're already 4 over. We might catch those trees, but I'm gonna hit driver. After not being able to hit driver for those 18 holes, I kind of just want to use as much as I can off the tee. If we catch those trees, we catch those trees, but this could be decent if we put something up there about 270. Even if we hit it a little past that, if I hit another like 280 yard shot and it catches those trees, it could be decent if it takes like 20 yards off of it. Way right. But the shape of the hole, that one, the slice actually helped. That was a pretty poor tee shot. Alright, that one actually worked out for us. I'm happy about that one. 16 yards down 1, so this is going to roll out just a little bit when it hits. We got 15, and we'll plus call it another 1.5, 2. So we're right at 17 or so yards. This wedge feels kind of funny hitting it like that after I was trying to take 200 yard shots with this 60 degree. Hopefully I didn't mess it up at all. 4th hole, par 5. Nice straight hole, but there's kind of a narrow fairway rather. A bunch of trees along the sides. Use a nice stock 275-yard drive here to get back in this. Not too bad. I pushed it right. Hopefully it comes back. Alright, I didn't check what we were doing elevation-wise, hitting up or hitting down, but either way, 291 will take that. Up 15 yards, so we got 196. We're just going to call that 200, so we got about 215. I'm going to go 4 iron. Came out really low, but it was straight. We'll see what happens yardage wise. That could be like 10 yards short. Tad short. Oh, is that going to give us a +2? Nope. Par though. 5th hole, par 3. 147 up 3, so we're looking at 150. Can definitely feel the back tightening up already from that last round in these few holes so far, so I'm gonna try to not take such complete degenerate, like full swing hacks at it. So I'm gonna do a smooth 9 here. Try to save the back just a little bit. Struck it decent, but I took a lot off of that. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Barely got it there. All right, 6th hole, par 4. This one down 17 yards. Should be alright with that water there. Pushing them all to the right. I don't know if that one's coming back. Staying right. That wasn't great. 291 and I was down like 20 yards, so I was only about 270. 105 left, down 3, so we're at 102 plus, call it 10 yards or so, maybe a little more. So 112. Gonna go pitching wedge. Clubs are all a mess over there by my bag. I think with that random club video I used almost every single club, if not all of them, so they're all over the place over there. That was a random club shot right there. That was bad. Waste of a stroke. .25 plus we'll call it 2 or 3, so need about 28 yards here. I'm gonna go 56. Get on the green. Oh man, that was such a bad shot right there. I hit like 3 inches behind the ball on that. Out of frustration, I'm just gonna hit this again. 16 yards, another yard or so, so you need like 17. Should be better. Still kind of low though. +1 saved us. That was bogey, which still isn't great, but that was almost real ugly. 7th hole, par 5. Oh, hopefully. Well, we'll see about this tree. Maybe right there. I don't really want to go. That's kind of sketchy. This looks like there's a little indent there. I need to on command try to fade this, which usually I try to avoid, so we'll see what happens here. There's a chance, based on that tree, I kind of have to play it towards the left, so there's a chance if I draw this on top of that, we're in the trees on the left, but might try to just open the driver a tad maybe. It's funny kind of when you notoriously battle either a slice or a hook, you do everything you can to avoid it. You don't really practice trying to do it when you need to. It usually just comes up in inopportune times. That was just kind of straight. We caught the tree anyways. All right, 305 left. Gonna grip and rip the 3 hybrid right about there. Heavy and right. Probably still be in the fairway, but that wasn't great. It was only about 200 yards probably. 220. As a reference point, when I hit that club good, I try to be 250, 260, even sometimes 270 off the deck with that thing, so that was a good 30, 40, 50 yards short there. 85 up 5, so we need 90. We're gonna go pitching wedge versus a fuller 52. Hung it out to the right, that might be short as well. $34 yards, up 2, so we need 36. I'm going 56. All those kind of like half yardage shots or whatever, like choke down shots, feel still all out of whack from that last video I did. Usually you have in your head, if like your pitching wedge usually goes say 130, if you choke down to a certain point you can get it to 100, and then even further, you know, you have an idea of how hard you need to hit it and how far you choke down for like an 80, and usually I do, but when that was kind of just threw all that out the window on the last round to try to get things to work, which wasn't great. So considering I couldn't hit driver, there's 301 right there, so we need a 280 yard drive of mostly carry to get it to that point because we're hitting down. So if we don't hit this good, we're in the water, but we're gonna try to hit it good. Struck it decent. It's gonna turn over to the left. Oh yeah, we'll take that all day long. 310s, that was like 290. Opened up the hair, the club face of hair again on that one. Maybe that seems to be working a little bit. 90 yards up 2. All right, pitching wedge again. May have figured something out a little bit there with the driver, folks. Happy about that. See if I can do that a few more times throughout this round. That's way too much. "23 yards too much." Again, that's what I'm talking about with the touch. 24 yards or 23 yards down 1, so we got 22 plus another 2 or 3. We need like 25. I'm gonna go 56. That was really thin to the right too. I want to be back off the green. We'll see. That random club challenge video might be one and done if that's what it's going to do to my wedges. I'd assume, obviously, everything I've done the past few years isn't completely out the window, but everything seems pretty far off right now with those wedges. Actually hitting the driver decent though, so we'll take that. 9th hole, par 3, 140 up 7. So 147, that's kind of between a strong pitching wedge, soft 9. I'm gonna go soft 9. Chunked it left. It's gonna be short left. "22 yards left. Plus we're in the rough, so call it another 3. So we need like 25, I believe it is. What do we got for slope? Down 2, so 23. This is gonna roll out if we get it to the green. Still not great, but that wasn't as bad. All right, 10th hole, onto the back 9. That front was probably pretty ugly, plus 8, Jesus. Par 3, 229, down 9, so we need 220 here. I'm gonna go, I probably shouldn't tee it up. I'm just gonna go off the deck, 5 hybrid. Started left. It's gonna come back right a little bit, hopefully. Another pretty bad shot there. All right, 33 yards up 1, so we got 34, plus we'll call it another 4 because we're in the rough, so 38. Give or take a yard. Gonna go 52 degree. That was low again and right. We got punished by the rough, but that was bad shot still. "15 yards. Still in the rough, I believe, so 16, 17 maybe. 60 degree. +1. It looked like it was pretty close. Bogey though, unfortunately. All right, par 4, 312. Do we have a look at this green? Looks like we might. Up 13 yards though, so we're not going to get it there, but we're going to go at it. Push to right again. Luckily, like I mentioned in other videos, this driver is draw bias, so even when I start him right and push him right, most of the time it either lessens the slice or actually comes back a little. 47 yards, up 7. We're just in the fairway, so 54. I'm gonna go 52 degree. That's a little bit better. I've been, last couple chip shots still short, but putting the weight more towards my front foot. I think I was trying to hit those wedges so thin on the last round. I was playing them all off my back foot too far, trying to hit them low and get more distance out of them. So 16 yards. Crazy how just something as simple as your weight a little bit distributed not quite right can throw off the game that much. Twelfth hole, here we go. We got more water out there by the looks of it, but are we gonna be short of it? Ooh, we might be right in this, but that's where we're gonna go. It was struck decent. Overcooking left though. Sit, 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 sit. Got lucky there. One more bounce that was in the water. 145, up 5, so we got 150 plus we'll call it 15, so 165. I'm gonna go. That's right between strong 9, soft 8, so I'm gonna go soft 8. Try to play that remotely, play this hole remotely, conservative and somewhat smart. Struck it decent, hopefully it's not too much. And we didn't catch any trees, but I think we might have. That definitely went further than 114. So we either hit those trees or that was a misread. 31, up 1, so 32, plus we'll call it another 4. We need 36. Gonna go 56 degree. Pulled it left, hopefully that's not too much. Got a generous bounce. Alright, 13th hole, par 4. Ooh. Sorry about that, that was loud. .340, no slope, so we had pretty dead straight tee shot here. I think I am, so far at this round, hitting my driver decent for one, but two, I think I was swinging so fast and hard at some of those clubs in the last one. Granted, my back's tired and starting to get sore, but I think that was almost like a speed training session in a weird way. I think I'm just swinging everything just a tad quicker, not making as good as contact, clearly, as the score reflects, but that was almost like an overtraining. That was low on the club face, off the heel, and way left. And that was another example of poor contact. Alright, we gotta look though. 90 yards, down once, we're at 89, plus we'll call it another 10. So we need right around 100 yards here. Gonna go pitching wedge. See if we can actually hit a pitching wedge onto the green for once in this round. I don't know if I put enough on it. There's a little bit left. Nope. Oh, the struggle bus continues. 27, plus we'll call it 3, so we need like 30 yards. This is shaping up to be a real ugly score. This is almost as bad as the random club score at St. Andrews. Just keep grabbing Gatorade thinking that the extra electrolytes and sugar is going to help me out, and it's not. At least it tastes good, so at least there's that. I don't think there's much I can do to save this round at this point. We're plus 11. 14th hole, par 4, 360. Straight par 4 though. We're going to aim right about there. Started right, should come back a little. That was decent contact. I can tell, I feel like I hit that one decent. 280 will take, but I feel like I hit that one decent. My swing speed is definitely starting to creep down now. 80 yards. Gonna go pitching wedge again, I guess. 82. It's either, seems like so far with this pitching wedge from these type of shots, I'm either 20 yards short or I skull one and I'm 20 yards long. That was pushed right. And still short. I cannot get this yardage figured out. 13 yards left. You barely stay on the green. Fifteenth hole, par 3. All right, 126. Gotta hit pitching wedge again. That still might be short. That was hit better, but I popped it up. 15 yards. +1, we'll take that for par. Haven't seen one of those in a while. All right, 16th hole, few holes left here. Oh, we got this stupid tree though. We'll go right about there. I don't want to go. Ideally, I could take a line further right, and by the time it hits that tree right hanging out there, it might be able to get over it, but I'd rather take the yardage and then potentially be in the trees to the left versus catching that tree and then having a long way home after that. Try to slice this one a little more. Or just push it right all together. All right, 67 yards. At this point, I'm just frustrated with the pitching wedge. I'm gonna hit it again. That should be decent, I would think. A little long, but don't tell me I went off the back. That's probably a +3. Struggle bus. 2 holes left. Well, I'm sorry, Mark, if you're watching this and you're hoping I played well. I don't know what I shot. I can't remember what your other course you suggested was and if I played good or not, but this is looking pretty rough. 13 over through 16 holes. And this is not an easy tee shot by the looks of it here. It's having us go there, but I don't think that tree is so close. I don't think I can hit driver there. So I think I'm gonna have to go here. That's 230. I'm gonna go, do we have a little bit of room behind it? Not much. I wanna be there. I'm gonna go 5 hybrid. I was debating going 4, just in case I don't hit this great, but I think if I hit this good, it'll get there. Even if I don't hit it good, it'll put us about 200 out, I think, and should still have a shot from there. Pulled it left. Geez, talk about trees. So we're right under this one, going right over another one into some more. So it wants us going 195, but that's gonna play even longer. I don't know, I'm just gonna hit. I could rip like a 3 hybrid up there, but that's gonna be way lower than this 5 iron. So hopefully I get it up and over, just get something back out into play with this 5 iron. Pulled that left too. .38 yards, plus we're in the rough, so that's gonna be another 4 or so. I'm gonna go 52. Super thin. It was straight though. I'm reaching to the point this far into the round. the urge keeps creeping up more and more to snap one of these wedges over my knee. 30 yards away, and we only hit it. That was like, what, 10 yards? We got 19 yards now, up one, so 20 plus another 2, 22. That was still hit behind it. Well, I was debating playing another round after this, but I think I'm gonna quit after this. Well, I was gonna say quit while I'm ahead, but quit while I'm behind with this pretty terrible score going so far. But probably pack it up for the day and hopefully come back and have my wedges be not horrendous next time I play. All right, 18th hole though, we're plus 14. See if we can get a good tee shot here. This course is somewhat challenging with some of these fairways, some of the lines it's having us take with. There's a bunch of trees all over the place too, so this wasn't exactly the most easy course to come out and play, but like I mentioned multiple times, swing's not quite there. That was at least struck decent. Hopefully it doesn't catch a tree. That should be like 275-ish, maybe even a little more. $285. I don't know what the slope was, but that's what it felt like. 202 left, up 10. All right. Against better judgment, gonna go 4-iron. Should probably just hit the 5 and take the 10-yard short, but low, and I caught it fat. It might run up though if we get lucky. It looks like it did. Oh, that might be a +3 actually. +2. All right. It didn't do us too dirty on the last one. Hey, a bird. All right. Well, sorry for having you guys watch that. That wasn't great. We kept it under 90 though, but from Forest Hills Country Club in Richmond, Indiana, I believe it was, again courtesy of Mark Stevens. Shout out to you, I appreciate the request. We ended up with a +1384. So we went 44 on the front. That was a pretty ugly looking scorecard, and the back was as ugly too. We went 40. That birdie helped at the end, and it was par 71, so 1 stroke less on the back 9. We hit 8 out of 14 fairways, so surprisingly, the driver I actually did feel decent. That was probably the only real club I actually hit somewhat decent in the whole bag across that round. The wedges were abysmal. That's why we're at 34 putts. It's almost 2 putts a hole. That's pretty bad, but 8 out of 14 fairways, we'll take that. That's more than 50%. And then greens and regulation, irons weren't great. Those pitching wedges were terrible. 6 out of 18, that's kind of low. We want to be at least 9 there. And then, like I said, with the putts, but yeah, like I mentioned before, I can't play good every round, especially after something like that. That kind of messes up your game a little bit. I'll learn from experience, either play a round beforehand or just only do that, and then come out the next day and hopefully everything's kind of back to normal with the feel for some of those clubs. Because if you guys haven't done it, I would suggest maybe not even doing, you don't have to record a video obviously, but you don't even have to do a full wheel, but maybe just play like a couple holes of write them down and pick them out of a hat or a cup. It is kind of fun to do, but you'll relate more if you haven't done it. If you're trying to, you get a 52 degree that you need to go 350 yards kind of thing, and then come out and for the back 9 try to do finesse shots. They don't really blend well together, but it is what it is. So that's all I have today. If you guys are seeing this and you want me to play any of your courses either nearby or just request a world famous course, let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next course.